What's up, guys? Before this video starts, I just kind of want to talk about something. Sometimes I get a good amount of comments on my videos. Sometimes I don't get that many, which I understand, because when I watch videos I just often don't have anything to say, so I just click like if I liked it, and that's about all I do. And you know, I do like reading comments a lot. I do like getting them. I read all of them, by the way. And I would like to improve the amount of comment that I get somehow. And I was thinking, I don't really want to do a Pokemon related comment question of the day, because honestly I do not care if your favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, you know. but you know, I do want to do something. So I was thinking, how about you guys suggest me some questions that I could ask to the audience, but also answer myself. So what would you like to know about me, and what do you think I would like to know about you guys as well? And you know, that way I would kind of get to know the audience that I have, and I do think that my audience is fairly intelligent, which I think is pretty cool, which also makes it more interesting for me. And you know, you guys would also get to know me a bit better, which is pretty cool, I think. So yeah, let me know what you think about this idea, and suggest me some questions, and be creative, because honestly I don't think anyone cares about what my favorite food is. So you know, so be creative, and yeah. Alright, got a match here with Asa, pretty good friend of mine. He's going to lead with the Swampert, I'm going to lead with my Azelf. And I'm just going to go straight for a trick, because I don't really feel like dealing with Swamperts. I'm not sure why I didn't, but you know, I just got to take easy care of that, cripple it with a Scarf. And he's now stuck on rock, so he's going to have to switch, and I know that, so I'm going to go for the U-turn. As he sent in a Heatran, which is such a pain this generation. They are so beast. But yeah, I'm going to go to my Chansey, which, as you might already guess, is holding the Evolution Stone, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to predict the switch and go for a Toxic, but he actually switches into a Repulsion, which probably has Guts, because Encourage is just not really worth it, you know. So, you know, I guess the Toxic is not all that great, but it's still going to do some nice damage. I go for the Protect there just to scout what he has. He goes for a Drain Punch, which I think I can take. So I'm just going to go for the Wish, and he goes actually for a Bulk Up here. I think expecting me to switch, but I figured I could take a Drain Punch, but this is even better. Alex talking to me on Skype, but I am busy, so I'm not going to answer him. And I'm just going to ignore him for now, which is pretty hard, because he is spamming me. But anyway, I got the second Protect there. Toxic is going to start doing some serious damage. But he does have a Bulk Up, so I'm going to have to switch this time. Go to my Gengar, Ghost and Stuff, which is an awesome song, by the way. If you haven't heard it, go check it out, because you're missing out, dude. It's so amazing. It's just, I fucking love it. But evade the Drain Punch, go for a Focus Blast. Kind of expecting Heatran, just in case it's Scarfed, it might want to switch in. But he doesn't, and he stays in. Luckily I hit. Take him out, which is pretty cool. And send in Swampert now, which I know I can take a hit from easily. So I'm just going to hit that with a Life Orb Shadow Ball. That's quite a bit. Hits me with a Boiling Water, which is a 2-hit KO. So I'm going to have to switch there. Luckily I don't get burned. But I'm going to go into my Notori, which unfortunately does get burned. And I don't know. I just don't like my walls being burned at all. And as you'll see in a second, or not in a second, later on in the match, that burn is definitely going to hurt me quite a bit. But yeah, he goes in the Heatran. I kind of expected that, but I wanted to get my rocks up, so I just went for that, which is pretty good for me. Then again, I'm going to have to switch out, though. And I thought Chansey was a bit obvious, so I figured I'd go into my Turtle guy now, just to kind of show him off, even though he fucking sucks, to be honest. I just use him because I like turtles, but he really sucks. I see the Life Orb, and I'm kind of just hoping he's going to be afraid of Aqua Jet enough to switch out. But who am I kidding? I mean, he wouldn't have died. And he made a good move there and stayed in. As I just waste my Turtle guy, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Go back to Chansey, which walls him pretty well, and I'm just going to go for a Wish again, as he switches into a Kajando, which I'm guessing is Scarfed, based on his team so far. He doesn't really have too many fast guys, and this is just, I don't know, it just seemed like a Scarfer, so I just went for that with that thought. But yeah, I'm going to switch, seeing Stone Edge. I'm going to go into my Notori to resist that. But he actually goes into this thing, and that must be the ugliest Pokemon I have ever seen. I mean, what the hell is that? It looks like a mouse, but not really. With like covered in trash. With are those arms? Because they look like fucking fetuses or something. That is just the ugliest thing ever. But I got a lead sheet on it. He sets up toxic spikes, which is not good for me, because that means Chansey is not going to be able to stall as much as I would want her to, and that's going to mean that Heatran is going to be even a bigger problem. So I'm going to have to deal with that somehow. But I expect him to set up a second layer, but he actually switches out to Kajando as I switch to Azelf, which is not good for me because I'm still thinking he is Scarfed. And I'm going to go back into my Notori to take the U-turn, which he does go for, which pretty much tells me he is in fact Scarfed. So yeah, that's good to know. Switches back into this thing, and he's just going to set up his second layer of that. Holy shit, that guy is so ugly. Oh my god. I can't even look at him. But yeah, sets up a second layer, which is even worse for me. And I'm going to really have to do something about that Heatran. Get up my lead sheet again. I know he's going to switch this time, because he probably has Gunk Shot and Explosion or something. So he can't really do anything to my Notori. And I'm expecting Heatran to come back in, so I'm going to go for a lead sheet again. Expecting that switch, and he does go into Heatran. Which means I am going to get some nice extra damage from lead sheet on it. Which is very good for me, actually, because Chansey is getting pretty low on HP, as you'll see in a second as well, because I'm now going to have to switch it into a Fire Blast, and would that lead sheet not have been there, I'm not sure if I could have dealt with its Heatran, but yeah, so gonna Chansey get poisoned, which sucks, and Fire Blast does quite a bit, actually, because Heatran is such a beast, Jesus. But lead sheet recovers like nothing, because my HP is just monstrous. And he's going to have to switch now, knowing he can't really do anything to me. Goes to Swampert as I set up a Wish again. And I know I can easily take an Earthquake because of that Evolution Stone, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that Earthquake is going to do not too much, about 150. And I hit him with the Seismic Toss, which looks like is now going to kill him with Stealth... which it looks like he is now going to die from Stealth Rock upon switching in, so I'm going to switch to myself to evade the Earthquake and hopefully make him switch and die from rocks later, but he actually makes a switch as well, again to his Kajando as I switch to my Azelf again, and once again he is Scarfed, so I can't really do anything. I'm going to switch into my Notori as fodder pretty much this time, because yeah, that's really all I can do at this point. He's getting way too low because of the burn. And he switches in back to Heatran. Switches back into Heatran, I mean. Oh my god. It's kind of fast because this battle was pretty long and I had to speed it up a lot. But goes for the Nitro Charge. And I knew that was physical, but I did not know it would actually touch the opponent. And therefore activate my Steel Thorns. Meaning that in combination with Life Orb, he's actually going to kill himself. Which was just amazing for me. Because now I am no longer afraid of that Heatran because it's now gone, and I'm going to switch into my Chansey because it's pretty much useless at this point. And he misses a high jump kick here, which did not really matter, as you'll see in a second. I'm going to go for the Wish here, and I am going to be able to heal up my Gengar as he is stuck on high jump kick, but as you will also see in a second, Gengar is not really going to take too many hits. And that heal up didn't really matter all that much. I am going to be healed up back to full because of the way Wish works this generation, which is pretty awesome. But he is going to switch into Swampert here, which is going to die from rocks upon entrance, meaning that I am not going to take any Life Orb, meaning that if I was still at low, that pretty much would have been the exact same, because he is going to send in his Barungaroo, or whatever the fuck that's called, and I hit that with the Shadow Ball, and unfortunately it doesn't even die, which was just very unexpected, but yeah, he hits him with his Shadow Ball, which does not kill me, and if I would have been at low here, I would in fact have just switched in Azelf after him killing me off with the Shadow Ball there, but and that pretty much would have been the exact same outcome, because his last two are weak to Psychic, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So he is finishing me off with his Kajando here with the U-turn. I think that proved he is Scarfed. I'm not sure if Kajando is 105 or 115 in speed, but who cares, you know. He is going to go back into this ugly ass motherfucker. Jesus. Don't even... What were they thinking, man? But Azelf is going to be able to finish him off. And he does have Kajanda left, and because of the aftermath here, I am not gonna be able to take a U-turn from it. But my last guy is actually 4 times resistant to bug, and he knows that because he saw the team before the match, and he's gonna be forced to go for the high jump kick there, which doesn't kill me, and I'm gonna hit him with an ice punch just because I want to show off my last that is in fact resistant to bug, meaning that if he did go for the U-turn, it wouldn't have mattered, because my last is actually an Infernape, which has Iron Fist and Mach Punch, which is pretty awesome. And I'm going to finish him off with the Mach Punch, and that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please thumbs up if you did, and see you later. Peace.